Folks, I just watched that Casper Milktoast follow-up speech that Donald Trump gave today regarding the situation in Charlottesville, Virginia, and what happened. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that Donald Trump, in his heart, did not want to give or make these comments. I know for a fact that somebody else wrote this speech for him, and all he did was deliver the words. And if you watch him in giving this speech, you can tell that his heart is not in it. Now, I would be very interested in knowing exactly who wrote that speech, all right, because again, he did now, I guess, cover the basis of mentioning neo-Nazis and white supremacists and the KKK. He checked that box off, though he only mentioned those individual groups once. He did not, however, mention the term white supremacist terrorism. He did not call the person that killed that woman a terrorist. He did not call the person that injured those 19 people using a car. He didn't call him a terrorist. Donald Trump is winking and nodding at these neo-Nazi, white supremacist, KKK groups because based on how I perceived and took the message, he was forced to do this, and he was letting them know that he was forced to do this and that he really didn't want to do it. Look, folks, when something goes down that is of significant importance in this country, presidents take to the bully pulpit and issue defining statements. The statements, both of them, that Donald Trump made, both on a Saturday and today, fall way short of what is needed to allay the fears and concerns of the people in this country. Law and order, that's what Mr. Trump wanted to, I guess, concentrate on. Law and order means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, okay? And just the fact that Donald Trump didn't even give this particular subject its proper due, i.e., by speaking of this problem and only of this problem, tells me all I needed to know. He was more concerned about talking about trade and how well the country was doing and what he has done for the country when he started this speech off than actually giving the full and complete focus of the speech on the problem in Charlottesville, Virginia. Look, the only thing that's going to, well, let me back up. One of the things that would help to satisfy me would be to get all of those goddamn white supremacists, neo-Nazis, and other, what can I call them, people in his White House that don't have the best interest of all of America's citizens at heart. People like Steve Bannon and Steve Miller need to go. They absolutely need to be removed from the White House. That would be step number one, to let me and other people of color and even people, white people, let them know that racism and fascism have no place in the White House and in America. The second thing he needs to do is to step up to the plate, get with Congress, and I'm talking about the Republican congressmen, and get that Section 5 of the Civil Rights Act reinstated, and get it reinstated as possible. Third, he needs to go after the various states that are enacting all of these voting suppression laws that have been found to be unconstitutional. He needs to get these guys to stop, okay? That will tell me something. It's not all that he can do, but in my opinion, at least it's a good start. But again, folks, it is what it is. I, in my heart, believe that this guy is a racist. He has a history of discriminating against people of color throughout his entire life. He has a history of being a tax cheat, as documented when he cheated on his taxes, income taxes in the state of New York, and he was found guilty and paid a fine. They are now looking at a deal that he made with the city of New York when he took over a hotel and cheated the city of New York out of revenues that they were entitled to. This man is a walking fraud, okay? And unfortunately, he's an outstanding marketer and salesman because enough people in this country bought his bullshit and voted for him, and now we are where we are. Lord help us.